BJ, ahead of a big game like this, you know you're considered nationally. You're an elite player. So many elite players. Is it easier just to get up for a game like this than, okay, great, Navy's down there all the way, but I mean, this is Duke. This is why you came to Michigan State.
Yes, I think it's definitely easier, like you said, to get up for this game because it is Duke. We've been in this position many times. Like last year playing against Kentucky when they were number one, and playing against a top 5 team in the country. So I think it's easier to get up for this game because it's more excitement. Coach mentioned that last year it was our game and the whole tournament, the whole Champions Classic, it was big, all around the world, people just watching all around the world. So I think it's easy for us, just to get excited for this game, being that it is Duke and it's just a high level game.
Branden, you touched on this role just now, but Tom said earlier, I think you're the only guy to start all 4 of these Champions Classic games. I mean, is there something you can impart to younger guys about how to prepare for and how to play in a game like this of this magnitude?
Yes, it is. Well, I really never thought about that. Me starting, 4 games at Champions Classic, but it is something that I can, myself and I think all the Travis and Denzel and Matt can just help, like you said, can help the young guys out. Last year when we played Kentucky. Coach Dwayne Stevens mentioned that we just stuck to the game plan. We didn't try to do anything out of ordinary. We follow Coach game plan and we stuck with it. So I think that for myself and for the leaders on this team, we just have to help the young guys out and tell them that it's a big game. It's definitely going to be a lot of people playing at Conseco, so it'll be interesting. So.
And I'm sure as a team you feel like you didn't play your best against Navy. Does that make you more anxious for this to show your best shot against Duke?
Yes, it does. Makes myself and I say for the other guys too who didn't play good. Fortunately Travis he had a great game, but I think this is definitely exciting because playing against Duke, one of the power just the powerhouse teams in college basketball. I think it's exciting. I think they're number 4 or 5, but it's exciting. Playing up against them, playing up against. I think they have 9 McDonald's All-Americans on their roster. So it's exciting for us, and I think we'll be ready for it.
Yeah, Branden, what have you seen on film from them? How do they play, and how many different guys are you gonna see defensively in this game?
Well, yeah, Duke is always Duke, and they're well coached by one of the greatest. And I think that they definitely do a great job of pressuring the ball. Quinn Cook and Tyus Jones, they have plenty of ball handlers on the floor. Jaleel Okafor, he's a high definitely a high skilled guy who's lost a ton of weight. So we know that Duke is they're going to be Duke. They're going to score the ball. They're going to make shots. But I think like I said once before, we stick to our game plan and just try not to do anything out of the ordinary. I think we'll be fine.
What is the way to attack them? I mean, what do you have to do in this game to win it?
What I'll say, I think the same way as Kentucky. Last year when we played Kentucky, I mean they had more athletes, but I'll say, I'll say just having the veterans on our team. Like I said, we've been in this position many times. So I think that as far as myself and Denzel and Matt, Gavin, all the other guys who's seen it and been a part of it. I think we just have to, just work against that. Them being young and us having the experience that we have. So we just have to work against that.
When you watch them on film, BJ, what sticks out most to you? Because it's early in the year too, where probably you guys, if they watched all your film, wouldn't define you. What do you see though?
This is the second game of the season, but I'll say, for those guys to be so young, I say they have a lot of confidence and they play with confidence and they just play together. That team, we watched them on film. We watched a couple of their games, the exhibition games, and they just play so they're poised. They're a poised team, being that they're freshmen. They play together. Like Coach Krzyzewski said, they're freshmen. They're mature. They don't really take bad shots. They play within their program. So I'll say that's one thing that stood out to me. Their transition defense, just them playing together as a team.
Branden, I know this probably affects the backcourt guys more than you, but with Ellis going out, maybe a little more 3 for you, or maybe a little more moving around than we've seen in the first couple of games.
Yes. Coach Izzo mentioned to me that I'm definitely going to be playing, a lot of positions. He said he wants me to be Superman in this game. Really just every night, just helping guys out, telling guys where they should be, helping Brand out, helping, Marvin, the young guys out. And yes, with Alvin Ellis going down and with, Javon being out, I think that kind of hurts because we're just missing bodies. But I think, we just have to help the young guys out, just lead them and then just tell them just where to be on the floor and, so just help them out.
Brandon, Tom mentioned a couple of years ago you guys lost that game to UConn over in Germany, and then kind of a big underdog against Kansas in that game, played much better. Is there anything to take from that situation to this situation?
Well, I'll say since my freshman year, I think we've always kind of been the underdogs. We won a Big Ten championship when I went down, so I think we've been in this position many times, and it's really not about where you rank. It's about how you play. It's about the outcome of the game and how you perform. Last year, like you said, against Kansas, Keith, he played one of his greatest games, and we all played good. I think that comes with, like I said, just sticking to Coach Izzo's game plan, just listening to him, and just doing the things that we do best. So.